Hello everybody. Okay, so I'm doing a video on my cooking setup. Cynthia D asked video on cooking setup. Okay, so to be honest, I don't really cook. The only time I cooked on the PCT in 2019 was a little bit in the Sierra. I bought a titanium MSR kettle from Triple Crown Outfitters in Kennedy Meadows. So this is the kettle. It's pretty big, it's nice. The kettle weighs in at 4.2 ounces and it's around $60, so it is a little expensive, but it's supposed to last you for forever. So I used this kettle and my MSR pocket rocket in the Sierra the first time I went through for about a week, and I rarely used it. I honestly don't really cook. I just brought it just in case I needed to like boil some snow, so I could, if I didn't have any water, I could have water and be able to get water from melting snow. So honestly, I only brought it for like water and safety purposes, but it was nice to have my hot chocolate at, some nights when it was cold, and on my 0 day in the Sierra, it was nice to have the hot chocolate and ramen to warm me up a little bit. But when I'm on trail, I'm too lazy, and at the end of the day, I don't want to have to take the time to set it all up and cook for, at the end of the night. It's just, I would rather, lay down, pull out a tortilla and a tuna packet, throw the tuna on there, and eat something like that with cheese, and just something easy and simple. Because this, you cook and you have to clean it all out, and it just takes so much time. But yeah, I loved this kettle. I'll leave all the links in the description for each item that I show today. So yeah, this is the MSR Pocket Rocket stove. It's 2.6 ounces, and I got it for $45 at Triple Crown Outfitters. So yeah, this actual stove is cheaper than the kettle, the $60 kettle, but they're both great. So I used this for about a week, and then I got rid of it because I didn't have to worry about boiling snow. But yeah, I'm more of a bar snack, like candy and like protein bars and just stuff like that throughout the day, and chips and cheese. I would have bagels and peanut butter in the morning with a breakfast essential drink and coffee. So like, I never really cooked anything. I just bring stuff I didn't need to cook. Last year in 2018, I cold soaked a lot, so I used a Talenti jar. So it's an ice cream jar, so that you could screw open, and I would just put my ramen inside and let it sit and cold soak, and it'd be perfect. But I honestly didn't even feel the need to do that this year. I really enjoyed just snacking all the time. It was easier. I never had to stop and pull out my stove in the middle of the day to make myself a meal. And don't get me wrong, lots of people enjoy the routine of stopping and taking their long break and enjoying a nice meal. But I just keep walking, pull out a bar or something out of my pack and just keep strolling along all day and then get to camp and relax there. But yeah, so the Talenti jar is 1.9 ounces. So that's one thing. And when you buy it, the good thing is you get ice cream along with. So you win-win, ice cream and a jar. So that's what I used last year a lot. I cold soaked a lot of ramen last year, and I do mashed potatoes as well. So yeah, I love the Talenti jar, but recently I've just been eating bars and just snacking, so I haven't had to cold soak. Last year I also had this. It's just like a travel tube. I would fill it up with like hot sauce. So I would just like go in a restaurant. I know it's wrong, but I'd go in a restaurant and just fill it up. So I could like put it in my ramen or just anything that I need to spice up last year. But I didn't take it on this year. I didn't eat many meals really. So I just snacked on stuff. But I do bring this sometimes. And I never brought this with me, but I bought it before I hiked the trail or did all my research. This is a Jetboil Mini Mo, and it's 14 ounces. Ugh. That's really heavy. I do not recommend this. It is a very fast stove. It does work very well, but it's very bulky and it's very heavy. So I would not recommend on a thru hike, but I would recommend on like a, short 3-day hike or car camping, something like that. It works very well. But I will never take this when I thru hike or I will always pick the MSR Pocket Rocket because it's so much lighter. This is 14 ounces, this Jetboil Mini Mo, and it's also $150. So I think the MSR Pocket Rocket is the way to go if you are going to have a stove. And then for my Spork, this is honestly, I take this everywhere. This is the only item that I will definitely take on every trip I do because I have to have my Spork for peanut butter and Nutella and stuff like that, ice cream in the town. But yeah, it's a Sea to Summit Spork. It's great. Any Spork works. But yeah, this is the one I had in the PCT in 2019. But yeah, so I definitely would recommend the MSR Pocket Rocket and the MSR kettle, the MSR titanium kettle. So I'll leave a link in the description for all these items. But yeah, the answer is I don't really have a cooking setup. I didn't have a cooking setup in 2019, really. I just had this for a week, for safety reasons, if I had to boil snow. But I just snacked. But it's all up to you. It's all up to how comfortable you are with not having a warm meal. Don't go off of what I say, really. You need to go out there yourself and find what you need out there. You might need coffee in the morning, or you might need a meal at night. Just do what you are comfortable with. I clearly go without a lot of things that people need while they hike. Because I'm more comfortable with less on my back. I could go without items like this. My comforts are less weight on my back and enjoying the pretty views. So that's camping for you. That's my cooking setup for you, not camping. So that's my cooking setup for you. I don't really have one. It's pretty much just this, because this is all I had for the entire trip, other than this and this for a week. So, yeah. So now I'm just gonna include some of the video I took on the trail of what I ate with the stove that I brought, which was barely nothing. I just would warm up hot chocolate or, it was just there for safety reasons, in my opinion. I brought it for if I needed to boil snow to get water. But yeah, so here's some footage of food on the trail for me. I'm having blueberry bagels, some peanut butter, cashews.
I met a bear in this area, and the same happened to other hikers the days before. It seems that he is not afraid of humans. I wouldn't camp here. And that's where we're camping tomorrow.
Yay! Packed out some pizza from Skokomish. It's the best thing ever. Chips. What else do I need? Okay, I wanted to show you guys how much I'm carrying. I wanted to show you guys how much I'm carrying out of White's Pass to Cascade Locks. A whole bunch of Sour Patch Kids, some tortillas, snickerdoodle cookies that our friend Google sent us, cheese, Rice Krispies bagels, protein bars, breakfast essentials with coffee, Rice Krispie treats, tuna, sausage, snack sticks, things, a whole bunch of like bars. This was all in the hiker box, and it's crazy that they would get rid of all of this, but yeah, that's a lot of food. Yay! And that's our view. So I got this out of the hiker box. I never had a Pro Bar, but they're like expensive, so I would never buy it. So that's awesome. And then I got some Mio and some Sour Patch Kids. Water source before the climb up to Goat Rocks. Yay! Lunch break. Can't see anything because it's so foggy. Crunch is making me eat his trail mix.
I've been out of state like 3 times.
Best water source on the trail. Well, best water I've had in my life. Yes.
I remember that because, like, in 5th grade, I had to memorize every state and every state.
One day left, and that's how much food he has.
One day. One wild day.